Hello everyone, this is the second video of the series I'm making. Now I'm going to make a website that is going to contain data the about this. I don't know if the video could get like censored if I say this, but basically I'll do about the 19, if you understand. Right now I only have added this map which comes from React Leaflet, the library which contains maps. I just added this map. I got some problems making it, but right now it's working fine. You can see here we got the city, how it's every street and everything. The idea is to add to each country the data of how many cases, how many people died or was healed before getting 19. I think it will be a little bit hard to do it. I will use API Ninjas to make this website. Here's how the data works. Like we got country Canada and the region and the day that it's happening. We got 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 and repeats. So I think it's going to be a little bit hard because it only send you for each day. So if I want to add like a how many cases we got from the start of 2020 from today. It's going to be a little bit hard. I don't know if the API docs have something about it. I will search more and understand more how it works. I already make my account here to get my API key. It will be a nice challenge to work with it. Right now I only made the front end of the website. Just basic the map. I only imported the leaflet and added it right here. I needed to watch some stories because the documentation of the leaflet is not very good. Some things are like obscure, like this zone they don't call about it, and the imports they only say this true one. They don't talk about this true, and this import right here they don't even talk about. But I got everything alright. Now I will have to work on my backend because I think it will be the most important part to me to work with. My idea is to make a Prisma project so I can get the data from this API right here, add it to my database, and just work with my database and not and don't have to like make send a lot of requests to the API. I will just send like some requests to bring those data to my database. Then I will work with just my database and my website because it will be a lot of requests. Like I was trying to, because of my ideas to make for each country, right? So I will need to have one for United States, Mexico, Brazil, um, each country, Argentina, Peru, Bolivia, Spain, Portugal, Italy, France, everything. So if I only got the countries, just that, it will be a lot, like more than 100 requests if everything, like a 200 requests, I think, if everything goes right, but I probably will have some problem in making those requests. So basically, that's it, I think, for now. I will start working on it. I will try to add those, I don't know how it's called, a pop-up, I think it's called pop-up. I will try to add a pop-up to each country, so like I want to say about United States. I just click on the pop-up and it will show me about how the country got of cases about 19. So basically that's it. I will now try to watch some videos and study about that and try to make something. think I will focus on the backend right now because the front end, I, 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 I don't know what to do if I don't get data. So the main focus right now is just work with the backend. So that's it. If you got any idea or suggestions or something you want to say about how I could do it or something that I could improve on my code. I don't know why I'm getting those errors. Like I added this new folder frontend and I bring all these files to the frontend code just so I can make those different files. I will have one to frontend and other one to backend. I'll try to work with it. If you know why it's getting error, please help me. But their website's working fine, like I can't even reload the page, it's still going well. That's it. See you on the next part of the video. If you got any idea or if you want to help me, they'll call me on the comments and we can call on Discord or whatever. See ya. Hello everyone. So today is the end of the day. I I searched for the videos that I wanted to find about how to make a map and bring data from the API about the COVID-19, and I actually found a video that was like explaining very well how I could do it. Like in under 10 minutes the guy just explained it. He don't actually explain it, he just like grab and grab a GitHub project and added some features so he could grab the link and grab the data from a public API. But I don't know, like it sounds for me like a little bit of cheating. Like I just needed to install the project and just change something so it was were going to be a with the data COVID data, because all the map and things like that was bringing from a download he made. I actually don't understand have very well how it was working, but he just npm something and like was a whole project with a map. So it sounded to me a little bit of cheating, but I'm not gonna lie, like I don't want to reinvent the wheel. If I can just do it and the project will literally make what I want and it will be a coding project, like I would have to code more things to it, but yeah, I don't know. I'm actually thinking about it. So after that, I started thinking, man, I really need to study more about JavaScript. Right now, I'm trying to make my projects on TypeScript, but I found out that even JavaScript, I got some difficulties. I think it's the right word. Like I'm trying to use TypeScript, but I'm not even good at JavaScript because like my programming logic of programming is based on Python. That was my first language that I got contact with and use a lot of it to studies, even on school. Like it's the language that usually the teachers will teach you because it's literally very easy, but they never like go deeper on it. Like they just use it on the terminal. You hardly is going to use it on the backend on school. So when I found out about web programming, found that JavaScript was the main thing. So I just like I have never like studied logic with JavaScript, studied the language JavaScript, understood everything about the language. I think I will have to take some steps back and learn again those basic things, because if I don't get those basic things right, nothing will go well, like nothing. Because right now I'm working with React and TypeScript. So imagine like not even my JavaScript is good. So I added React to it, then I added TypeScript to it on a single time. Like some literally most of the time I get stuck, and man, I don't know what to do. I don't know how I could make it on this language. I think it's just a syntax problem, because when I start thinking about the problem that I got and start thinking how would I would do it on Python, I can resolve it pretty quick. But when I try to bring to JavaScript, I got a bunch of syntax errors. Then I just, oh, how can I do it? I search it on Google or just ask ChatGPT. But I feel like I'm not learning as much I could doing those things. So I decided to do what? For the next like week, I will dedicate to improve my JavaScript, because without the JavaScript going well, I can do nothing well. After working on the like I think I will stop a little bit on making my own portfolio right now. I will focus on that, on being better on JavaScript and understanding and resolving problems with it, because at the end of the day, programming is you resolve a problem. If I just go literally, I will be nothing. Anyone could do what I do, like just ask to ChatGPT, then Control C, Control V, and make the code. Like if you're the type of programming that is starting right now, I think you have got the same problem. Like many times ChatGPT can't do what you need. Like you literally say to him exactly what you need and how you want to do it, but he can't, because one year or another it got problems and it's not perfect, and it can substitute you right now. But imagine when he can substitute you, like on the next 5 years he got much better, and then you are going to be like nothing, because anyone could make the questions. Like you are just making questions ChatGPT, and the focus of being a developer is not make questions, it's where solve the question. So right now we focus on studying the basics. I decided to watch the tutorials from Clever Programmer. I don't know if any one of you that are watching this have ever seen his videos. I really like it. When I was a kid, like with 10, 12 years old, my first contact with programming was with him on his Python tutorial. I remember like that when I found this Python tutorial that he made much years ago, like for me it was fascinating, like making some basic things, but I loved it. So now I'm going to make it with JavaScript, because I like the way he teaches you. He brings the concepts and try to explain the basics, then try to make some little projects with it. I will try to like, there is a programmer, it is Yuri Pereira, his name. He talks about a method of studying for programming. Like, let's say I got 2 hours per day to study. I will, on the first hour, just watch video about, let's say I want to build a Netflix clone. The first 1 hour is watching how you can build it, but you are not going to code. You are not going to put not even one line of code. After you watch the video, the 1 hour video, whatever, the start of the video, then you are going to dedicate 1 hour for just coding. Try to code the more you can without Googling, without using ChatGPT. Like try to only watch the video you are like, not watch the video, but
try to do by yourself. Then, oh, I got stuck this part. I watch the video, understand it again. Then you try to make by what I understood. If it gets very hard for you to do, then you just watch and copy. But the idea is to make your brain like got this problem and you resolve the problem. Right now, like I feel that on the last 5 years, 3 years, 4 years, like since 2020, I got really bad on like trying to think by myself. I think it started mainly when ChatGPT came around. Like it's very hard for you to want or even try to think and try to resolve the problem. Like get stuck with the problem and try to solve it. Not. I don't care if you are going to take 1 day, 1 week to solve this problem. You need to pass for this part. Like you need to get stuck. It's feel like because right now, if I don't know how to do something, I would just ask ChatGPT, Control C, Control V, and I don't understand nothing. Like I haven't learned anything with it. So this part of the video, this video in particular, was not much in, into programming, but I think you guys will like it if anyone watched this. I think this thing part was very good. I will try to. These videos are not going to be more like only coding. I think I will try to bring my all day, my routine, and talk with you guys, like make vlogs and learn with anyone who watch and comment something. Or I think it's just for me so I can record myself and try to like not be just a consumer and be a creator. Like I don't know how to explain it right now, but I will try to. I don't know. But I will try. I will try to make the more videos I can, just to so at least on the future I can see it and like thank my young self because I did the hard work and did what I needed to do at this age. Well, I think that's it for this video. Tell in the comments what are you thinking, if you're liking it. I will try to make those videos. My English right now, I need to practice more. I will even study more, and I need more words to my vocabulary. Like I can understand very well anything on videos and things like that, but I haven't practicing speaking on a while. I have been on USA, lived for a couple of months, but I'm not practicing it anymore. Like since I come back to my country, so the idea of speaking on English on this video is to practice it, but I will study more apart from these videos to make the videos even better for you guys who are watching. If you're Brazilian and is watching this video, I'm sorry for talking in Portuguese, but and not talking in Portuguese. But I really want to practice my English, and English is the world language. So on one hand, we have like those Brazilian guys that will not understand this because they don't speak English, but on the other hand, we have a whole world that couldn't understand Portuguese. So for me, I think it's better to make a Brazilian learn language and learn English and watch my videos than just speaking Portuguese and not being capable of talking with the whole world. One of my purpose on life is to like import being important in this world, being one of those figures like Einstein, Tesla, like Newton, that everyone remembers. And I think right now making content would be very important to it, but being important to the whole world is the main thing. So it's because of that that I'm trying to be good at programming and coding and creating things, because that's my mind process that I got to this idea. Let's think about the most important peoples in the world. All of them created something that was very important to their age, like to their time. Let's talk about Einstein. He created a lot of theories that to their time was like incredible. Right now it's not like everyone knows about that, but then it was very important and changed everything literally. Um, and it goes on, like everyone that is remembered by the whole world, they made something that was important to everyone, or talk as something. The list goes on, like they made something that the whole world looked into it. Maybe the world just realized it was incredible after his death, but the world realized it. So recently, like the last 20 years, 30 years, I don't know, I haven't seen though that much of people that like are important that everyone will remember them. The only one that I can like bring on my mind is Stephen Hawking and Steve Jobs. And I think Bill Gates will be one, Elon Musk too, but they are alive right now. The focus is the guy is important even after his death. So let's talk about Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, he changed the world by making iPhones or even MacBook. But Apple, the main thing about Apple right now is their iPhones. Everyone wants to have an iPhone. If you don't have an iPhone, you are strange. That's the impact that he got on the society. Like when he released iPhone, it was a thing that no one even think about doing it. I watched the film about BlackBerry. That was the main phone on the 90s. I don't know, the 90s, 20. I don't know, but it was the main phone before iPhone come in. And like the owner of BlackBerry think that the most important part of his phone was the keyboard that he got, like the MIDI keyboard. But it was not. People just want to have something that's practical and beauty, and that they can use it easily. And Steve Jobs realized that. So my idea is to make something similar to that. Like I don't think that creating something like in hardware, things like that, like Jobs did, because even I don't know, like because Jobs he don't just like make the hardware. The hardware was not even the most important part for him. It was the software, how the system will work and how the system will look like to the users. So I think it's what I think that the next very important person on the world will be someone who made a software that changes everyone's lifetime. Like make it a software that everyone is going to use for at least 20 years. Maybe Zuckerberg could be one of those guys with Instagram and Facebook, and Elon Musk with Twitter. Zuckerberg even have WhatsApp. So this type of guy will be the one who will change the world, or even someone related with cryptocurrency. Right now we have only Satoshi Nakamoto, but no one even knows about her. No one knows he actually exists. But imagine someone that bring this crypto idea and change the world with it. Like he made the world use crypto, the entire world. this guy could be one of the legends, I could say, on history. But there is a bunch, like literally infinite ways to be a legend on the world. Like, it's a goal that I have for my life, so I will work for that. Basically, that's it for this video. Thank you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please click on the like button and subscribe. Tell me on the comment what you think. And if you have watched this far on the video, thank you for watching. And that's it. See you on the next video.